What's up, Rad Gang? It's me, Tyler, and this is my face reveal. I have a list over here of things that I want to cover in this video. I'm going to try not to refer back to the list too much. I want to just say things as they come to my mind, but if I feel like I'm forgetting anything, then I'll go back to the list. Let's see, where should I start? First things first, don't expect me to keep my face in my videos, like doing these vlog type videos, or like put a face cam in my videos or anything like that. Like I'm gonna stick to mainly gaming content on this channel, and I'm not gonna put a face cam in it because one, I don't own a webcam, so I can't, and two, I don't feel like editing that. That's just more work to put on my plate, and I don't feel like editing a webcam in. Gotta like sync up the footage and all that, and just no. Let's see, what else? I'm looking at the list. I'm actively looking at the list. I said I wasn't going to do that, and I'm already doing it. I've had to record this video 5 different times, or 6 different times now. This is the 6th time I'm recording this video. The first few times I just didn't like how it came out, so I had to reshoot it. And then I had a problem with the video format. It wasn't playing well with my editor, so I had to change the format, the recording format in my phone. And then I actually got the whole video recorded and edited and ready to upload. And then I was like, I don't like it. I didn't like how it came out. I didn't like how the final product came out in the edit, so I scrapped that, and now I'm starting fresh again. So yeah, this is like my 6th time recording this video, and hopefully this is the last, because I'm getting tired of recording this video. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for 10 years now, at least on this channel. I've had this channel for 10 years. I'm uploading this December 25th, Christmas 2025, and I created this channel Christmas 2015, so that's exactly 10 years ago. I'm recording this December 1st. That's when I'm recording this video, the 1st of December. But I wanted to have it ready before Christmas so I could get it all made and stuff, you know. But yeah. If you sort my videos by oldest, you'll see that my first public video is a Far Cry 6 clip. But I have some unlisted and privated videos that aren't on the channel anymore. They're not deleted, they're just unlisted. I'll put links in the comments for some of those videos. One of them will be the first video I ever uploaded to this channel. It was on Christmas 2015, and it's not a good video. And the second video will be the last video I uploaded in 2019 before I took a long break and came back with gaming content. This channel wasn't always called Rad Gang either. It used to be called Xbox Guy because I was like a die-hard Xbox fan. Now I own an Xbox, I own a PlayStation, I own a computer. It's not like I'm picky anymore. I don't really give a shit. As long as I can play games on it, that's all that matters. I'm not a fan of like Nintendo products, to be honest. Nintendo games were never really my thing, but whatever. I'm more of a fan of the realistic type games, if that makes sense. Maybe not realistic, maybe realistic isn't the word, but you know, like the action games and stuff like that, like shooters and stuff like that. Those are my kind of games. Here, I wanted to show you something. Johnny Silverhand's gun from Cyberpunk 2077. It's a fully functional 3D printed model. The only thing it doesn't do is shoot, obviously. The trigger pulls, the magazine comes out, the slide locks back, and the safeties. The sights are a little loose, but that's okay. I'm not bothered by it too much. Every time you pull the slide back and release it, it messes with the sights a little bit, but that's okay. Yeah, it came out really well. I don't know if you can see the detailing on it, but there's the Malorian logo, and there's some smaller text here. There's like serial numbers and stuff on there. I don't know if you can see the serial number, but yeah, it came out really well, fully detailed. It's like 1-to-1 compared to the one from the game. So Johnny Silverhand's gun. Yeah, I'll put a I have a stand for it over there that like holds it up, and it's got like the Cyberpunk logo on it and everything. It's really cool. Here's a glorious insert of the stand. I'll bend it backwards until it breaks. What else did I want to talk about? Okay, I'm going to refer to the list. I'm just going to start referring to the list. Let me grab it here. I do want to talk about the state of the internet today, and how content has changed over the years. Back when I first started watching YouTube, when I was like 7 years old, I think, I was really young when I first started watching YouTube. It was a long time ago. Content was much different than it is now. I'm not going to say it was better, but it was good in its own way. It was like, it's kind of like how it was how my content is now. It's kind of not low effort, but well, I guess low effort. It's minimal editing, not a bunch of crazy edits and stuff. It's just a dude recording a game and recording his reactions, and that's all it really is. And that was my kind of content growing up. Stuff like Markiplier or Tobuscus, I don't know. Like those guys were some of my favorites growing up watching YouTube. And that's kind of how I've mirrored my content now, is how classic gaming content on YouTube was. Also, I'm lazy, so I don't feel like putting in a bunch of extra work to make fancy edits. I think my editing's okay, but it could be better, obviously. Honestly, it takes a certain level of skill to be that good at editing that I don't have, so. Shout out Silverhand's Gun, reminisce on the old days. That's what I wrote down on the list. I wrote down reminisce on the old days, so. I guess what I mean by that is, back when I first started this channel, or not when I first started this channel, when I had this channel for about 2 or 3 years at the time, it was still early on in my YouTube career, per se. I recorded videos with some friends of mine. There was Brighton, there was Jacob. Brighton doesn't have a YouTube channel anymore. I'm pretty sure he deleted his channel or privated all his videos or something. I can't find him anymore. And Jacob, his channel is in my recommended channels on my page. If you scroll down, it'll say in memoriam, because Jacob, he's no longer with us, unfortunately. I won't dive into that, but yeah, he was one of the good ones. Yeah, we used to record videos together, the three of us, when we were little kids. It was fun times. And also, my friend Austin. I don't know if you're watching this, Austin, but what's up? Long time no see. I know you don't really upload anymore, but I gotta say, your editing, top tier, my friend. Yeah, it's good shit. I wanted to talk about video games, and because, you know, I'm a gaming channel, so obviously I gotta cover video games in this video. I just wanted to cover a lot of stuff, go over most of the basics, or cover all of the whatever. Yeah, I wanted to talk about video games in this day, and specifically how video games used to feel compared to how they feel now. Video games used to be just simpler, much like old YouTube. Old video games just had this kind of lonely feeling about them. Maybe not lonely, but like just desolate in a way. I don't know. And I mean this in the best way. Like, I don't mean I felt lonely playing video games, but like the worlds in video games, I guess because they were simpler, they had less assets and less stuff going on in the games, you just kind of felt isolated. And yeah, it was a certain feeling. I think a good example is like old Minecraft, how Minecraft used to be, because that game has come very far since it first came out, and I'm honestly not a fan of newer Minecraft. It feels more like an adventure game now, like a big open, so many different options for how to play, and it's just like, eh. I prefer old Minecraft because, one, that's what I grew up on, and two, because it had this kind of like almost mysterious vibe about it. It was very interesting how old Minecraft felt. You know, you had to kind of be there to understand what I'm talking about, but you know, the classic soundtrack and the textures and just the way the world felt when you were in it, I don't know. Minecraft used to have a certain feeling about it that no other game could ever match. And I'm talking about old games here, but I also want to talk about Cyberpunk. You know, I'm doing a Cyberpunk playthrough right now on the channel. By the way, I'm rendering part 6 of my Cyberpunk playthrough right now as I'm recording this. So, yeah. about Cyberpunk. When it first came out, it was such an overwhelming in a good way. It was such an overwhelming experience. Like, there was so much content in the world, there were so many people to meet, so many jobs to do. Night City was such like an alive feeling city, and I think they captured the open world aspect of Cyberpunk and everything about Cyberpunk very well. And I know when it first came out, people had a lot to say about the bugs and how buggy the game was. I mean, the police wouldn't even chase you when you had a wanted level. Like, if you got in a car and drove away, you could escape the police, no problem. And that was one of the biggest bugs on release. But I don't know, it had a certain charm about it. And I'm not talking about the bugs, I just mean, like, in general, Cyberpunk had a certain charm about it. I guess because it was new, and it was like a new experience when it came to gaming, and yeah, it was really fun to play that for the first time. I have a lot of good memories playing Cyberpunk for the first time. Talk about games in general, I kind of already did. I put games used to be different and talk about games in general in 2 separate bullet points, but I kind of already talked about games in general. I guess I could talk about the Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei situation. I know most of you are watching this being like, what situation? There's no situation. In my eyes, there's a bit of a situation with those 2 games. So Ghost of Tsushima, playing as Jin Sakai, his character development, his character in general, like everything about that game was so perfect to me, and I'm in love with his character development throughout the game. And then in Ghost of Yotei, they were like, okay, Jin's been dead for 300 years, forget about him. Here's a little side mission where you unlock his sword and his helmet and his mask, and that's it. Jin's gone now. Here's this new character. And I'm not saying the new character's bad, but she's not as good as Jin was. Like, in no reality is that character anywhere as good as Jin was. And I really wish we would have got a continuation of his story. I wanted Ghost of Tsushima 2. That's what I wanted. But we didn't get that. We got Ghost of Yotei. And I'm not going to play that in my personal time or on the channel. I'm not playing that game just because they didn't put Jin in it. And I'm really butthurt about that. Also, Saints Row. I know most of you probably don't even know what the fuck Saints Row is, but for those of you who do, let me discuss this with you. Saints Row 1 and 2, great games, fantastic games. Story was immaculate. Gameplay, the world was like, especially in Saints Row 2, the world was really alive, and like the interactable objects, the way you could interact with pedestrians, I don't know, it was just something about Saints Row 2 specifically was really good. And then they came out with Saints Row the Third and completely shit on the first 2 games, and it was a turning point in the series in the wrong direction. Saints Row the Third was. And then there was Saints Row 4, which I think was a fun game, but other than that, it didn't really have anything going for it. I mean, like, besides the fun factor, the story was kind of shit. It had completely scrapped the original Saints Row formula. It was not gangster anymore. Like, Saints Row is a gangster game where you play as a street gang, or the leader of a street gang, and then in Saints Row the Third and Saints Row 4, you're the leader of a massive corporate gang situation. I don't even know. And then in Saints Row 4, there's an alien invasion, and they just completely took a 180 with the direction of the series. Then there was Gat Out of Hell. We don't talk about Gat Out of Hell. Let's just ignore the fact that game ever happened. And then they came out with Agents of Mayhem, that shitty little spin-off game. It was not good at all. I played it and I did not enjoy it. And then of course there was the reboot back in 2022, and Jesus Christ, what a terrible fucking reboot. Saints Row has gone down the drain since Saints Row the Third. Saints Row 1 and 2, great games. Everything after that, not really that great. Saints Row 4 was okay. Like, it was fun. I will admit Saints Row 4 was fun. It had a lot of fun content, and it was funny too. It was a funny game, but like, I prefer games that take themselves seriously, to be honest. So yeah, I already told you about my old channel name. I used to be called Xbox Guy. I thought that was funny. Talked about Brighton and Jacob. Oh, ads. This is the last thing I want to cover in this video before I end it. I want to talk about the ad situation on YouTube. So, specifically on mobile. Dude, the ads on YouTube are so out of hand. Like, here's a little insert of what happens when you get an ad on a YouTube video and how many different fucking buttons you have to press to get rid of that ad. Like, seriously, there is so much there's too much going on with the ads on YouTube, and they're all annoying too. Fuck it, that's it, that's all I'm saying. Ads on YouTube are shit. YouTube, if you're watching this, fuck you, get rid of the ads, stop it. One more thing I wanted to talk about was TikTok's effect on the internet. I don't even like to say that word, TikTok. That shit just pisses me off saying it. The kind of content that comes out of that platform is just so, and I'm not talking about the fact that it's all short form. Like, that's a whole other side tangent. The fact that short form content has consumed the internet. You got YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, all that other shit, and that's TikTok's fault. But what I want to talk about is the style of content, like that annoying, superficial, just absolute garbage energy that comes out of content on TikTok. The kind of video that makes you want to punch the person who made it in the face just because they are the way they are. I know you know what I'm talking about. At least that's how I feel. Like, every time I see a video that came off of TikTok, for the most part, I just want to punch that person in the face because they're being annoying. Just that superficial, annoying dickhead energy that I cannot stand. Yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about in this video. I think I covered all the bases. Happy 10 years on YouTube for me. Happy 10 years for RatGang/Xbox Guy. And Merry Christmas too, by the way. I'm uploading this on Christmas because that's the 10-year anniversary of my channel, obviously. Here's to 10 more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.